Good evening, race fans, and thank you for tuning in here at True Sim Productions for something brand new. We've just finished up the Blazing Pedals iRacing League Xfinity Series, the main series, the summer series. And we thought, why have an off season when instead you can be racing? So we're out here, Gen 4 classic NASCAR style racing here, 10 race season. Tonight's race is special in and of itself. $50 on the line to tonight's race winner. Brought to you by from Blackhawk Motorsports. So super excited about that. Gives these drivers something to race for here. But Daytona International Speedway looks like we have about 28, 29 cars registered for this session. So we're going to throw it down trackside for tonight's national anthem, and we'll be back momentarily.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Shout out Joshua Rutherford from Mullet Music Productions for that great rendition of the national anthem. As folks, it is almost that time. Getting ready to unleash these cars in the qualifying. It's actually, qualifying. Looks like it just started, so guys are actually taking their out laps right now. Let's see if we can find somebody. Let's go to the Taffy Man. Terry Foster, see what he can do here at Daytona. Riding right up next to that outside lane of the wall to get as much momentum as he can for that number 86 machine as he goes down that long back straightaway here. It's such a cool car we brought out for the Winter Series here. It's basically the ARCA car, which a lot of the Blazing Pedals regulars, they are keen to. They like the ARCA car. Well, this is the ARCA car basically on steroids as Kilrow goes top of the board with a 49-14 as Lindstrom knocks him off provisional pole. So a lot of guys are just now finishing up their first lap. Terry Foster at the line, 49-51. See if we can catch the other TSP brother, Mr. Samuel Baumgartner, as he comes around for his second lap here of qualifying. You can see trying to hug that yellow line there. As everybody thinks a track like Daytona, Talladega, they think it's super easy, but there's a lot going on inside that race car right now. Trying to turn that wheel the least amount you can. Don't want to scrub off any of the speed that you've built up. So it's all about finesse right now with that steering wheel in your hand. It's the 53 off turn number 4. Looks to be pretty good by the eye test as he's coming to the start-finish line here for lap number 2. Sam goes P5 on the board, so almost a tenth off our top provisional pole holder right now, Dalton Kilrow, as Brian Dees just went P2 on the board. The So Stealer, number 17. A beautiful MFRD paint scheme as usual for the MFRD guys. As trying to see if we got anybody starting. We do. Mark Arthur just took the start of his first lap, so we get to watch actually both laps of Mark's. As we know Mark has some fans in the stands as always. Miss Connie and Lori out in chat. Hello, ladies. Hope you all have had a great weekend, as we're all starting to gear up for Christmas time around these ways. As Mark's also going to take it right up track high, right up to the high side. Going to try to build all the momentum he can. See if we can we're going to do something we didn't do last time. See if we can jump on board here. Let y'all be able to see what Mark from Maryland's doing. You can see barely any type of movement whatsoever in that steering wheel. Got to stay right down by that yellow line, the shortest distance around the track. Little bobble right there in entry, and I know it didn't look like much, but that's just enough to knock your time off a little bit. As Mark ran out of time, did not get both laps in. Wow. So he sat around and waited too long, did not get his qualifying effort in. Let's get that grid rocking and rolling, folks. It's race number 1 of 10. $50 on the line tonight to the race winner, whoever is not only talented enough but lucky enough, because we know it's Daytona, it's super speedway racing, and it's live here on True Sim Productions. Let's get that grid going. Starting provisional pole, it's the 87 of Austin Ekstrom with MFRD Dalton Kilroy starting outside row number 1. Starting in the P3 position is Paul Ellison with the Soul Stealer, Brian D starting in 4th, and Andy Poliski starting P5. Kyle, the Wild Man Wellman, number 42, starting just outside the top 5. He's going to be rolling off in 6th. Paul Lindstrom, newcomer to the BPL fray here, going to be rolling off in 7th with Luke Peterson, the 89 machine, starting in 8th. 9th, we got Tron, otherwise known as Chris Paul Heyman, starting there. In 10th, we got Jacob Massal. 11th, Nicholas Lamb. Tulip Tom, Thomas Frieda, starting 12th. We cycle on down just a little bit here. 13th, Samuel Baumgartner. 14th is Taffy Man Terry Foster. 15th, Eddie Massal Jr. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Samuel Lawson, the governor, starting 16th. Jason Bowers in 17th. Mark Arthur starting in 18th in the Barbie machine. Chris Carroll starting right there behind him in 19th. Stephen T. Johnson, the BPL season champ, starting in 20th. Alex E. Harris returning here, starting 21st. Chris Bergson, 22nd. Dustin Pings, 23rd. Aaron Bockover's 24th. 25th is Larry Bell. Mike Massengill from Blackhawk Motorsports, tonight's sponsor, going shotgun to the field because I don't believe Deshaun is here. So, looks like 26 NASCAR Gen 4 cars taken to the circuit here at Daytona for the season opener. As I am excited, folks. I hope you are as well at home. No fast repair. Remember, if they wreck it, they got to get it fixed. Can't just go down and click a button. Also, something we did not do in the main season of Blazing Pedals Xfinity this past season in the summer, we didn't have stages. Well, this time we do. Stages are lap 25 and lap 55 tonight. And remember, stages, they pay points, and points matter when you're going for a championship. So, it's almost time, folks. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. As they go down this long back straightaway, we're going to cue that music up as these boys get ready to rock and roll. $25 cars. Race 1 of the Blazing Pedals Winter League Winter Series. $50 on the line. Let's get it. About that time. As right now it's tough. Riding behind that pace car, you're ready to go. You gotta wait. Green flag out in the air. As it looks like both lanes are basically stagnant. That's something we're going to see all night now. As a viewer, I'm excited to see which lane will prevail, the high lane or the low lane here tonight. Give me just a moment. I want that to say. There we go. It's still showing the time and not the laps. Give me one moment, folks. It looks like the 17 is falling right there with the 41. They went to the low side around Edstrom there. As there we have it. I do apologize. It looks like a third lane might be either forming or you got guys dropping to the back. Looks like the 41 Acura did not like what he was seeing up at the front portion of the pack there. Decided to drop the 41 car on back a little bit. As you just look, cars everywhere as far as you can see. Everybody trying to get in where they fit in now. Are you going to be a driver that wants to push it right now, or are you just wanting to race? That's what you're seeing here. You're seeing guys drop back a little bit, and you're seeing guys also just trying to make up a few positions here early. You're playing a battle of inches out there right now. Got to be careful. One lapse of judgment is all it takes. We head up front. Brian Dees, the So Stiller, going to lead them around for lap number 3. As he has virtual teammate 87, Austin Edstrom, right there on the back end. So top 4, had broke away down on the low side. You got one guy on the outside. It's the wild man, Kyle Wellman, trying to make that outside lane develop, but no helpers right now for the number 42 car. And it's got a good group, not only out here on track, but a good group sitting there watching as the wild man is actually making that outside lane work right now. He's the only guy on the high side. Nobody's really helping him out. So Wellman's having to do it all on his own with the side draft. But got to be careful. I just mentioned it. One lapse of focus, one misjudgment, and boom, you're dead. You're playing with a game of inches out here right now. With that stage break coming at lap 25, I also, Edstrom takes it up to the high side. Going to see if him and the 42 can link up. 53 car, Baumgartner coming. That outside lane, it is starting to form up, ladies and gentlemen. But the stages is lap 25 and 55. I was told they can only go about 21 to 23 laps on a fuel run. So fuel is going to be an issue here. You're going to have to save a little bit of fuel. As advantage to the 87 that time by. Got him a lap led with the help of the 42. Now it's about even here as far as low side cars versus high side cars. Which lane will prevail here? It's always a big question us drivers have to think about and ask when it comes to these plate tracks. Get a nice little drone shot here. Field's getting spread out a little bit from about 10th on back, 11th on back. As it looks like those drivers are electing to save a little bit of fuel. But these guys right here, it's basically boys have at it. They're fighting for everything they can right now. Which lane will prevail here at the start-finish line? Looks like the 87 Edstrom nosed him out again. Just a little bit. But now one thing I'm noticing, the 42's right on the back bumper of the 87. Whereas I believe that is Paul Ellison. It is in the 55 machine. He's not pushing as hard as Wellman is. So that inside lane is not going to be able to go nearly as fast. Looks like Ellison's maintaining just a little bit of wiggle room in between his front bumper and the rear clip of that number 17. Let's see if we can See if we can find this second pack where they are at. I mean, that's 15th right there. Chris Berg and the number 66 right there behind Chris Carroll. So there's really not actually another pack. Oh, yep, there we go. I knew Mark would be back here. So me and Mark race restrictor plates kind of the same. We both just want to lay in the back as the race starts out and try to slowly make our way up to the front. It looks like what we're seeing here as the second pack is currently being led by, is that the Foss? That is Alex T. Harrison, the 74, leading this second pack. And they are good shoot. What do you think? 3 seconds off the lead pack here. So they are giving themselves plenty of buffer, plenty of room if there is a wreck that happens up in front of them. Let's ride on board with Alex to see if we can see that lead pack. But he's keeping tabs on him. He sees it right there, not too far out. He knows basically right now we're just racing to the stage, right? Just trying to get to that stage break at lap 55. It looks like that's what this group is doing. They're doing it pretty smartly. We head back up to the front side as they are still too wide here for the race lead. This is how they was when we left. This is how they remain. Now, the guy I'm watching right now is the 53 of Samuel Baumgartner. What is he going to do in that 53? Well, he's running the middle, the 42 car is, but he's kind of drifting up a little bit. We saw it right there. He actually lost a lot of time because he did drift up. That's going to really hurt Sam if he tries to step to the outside of the 42. So is the 53 car, is he content to sit there and ride behind Kyle Wellman? Or is he going to want to make that move? As just took lap number 9. Coming to lap number 10 here is Ellison. Big bobble on the low side. At 17, right there, lifting the 87 up off the ground. He sees that low line. It was losing a little bit of time to the high lane. 17. Oh, I just noticed 87 jumped down. So now, what can that high side do? Looks like Wellman will have the advantage this time around the circuit. That will be a bonus point to the 42. Maybe. It's going to be close. Yep, he got cleared of him. So now, Wellman left Baumgartner out to dry, basically. I wonder if Sam, as a driver, Sam probably wouldn't like it too well. He's thinking, I got you up there, and now you're going to leave me out to dry. So now can the 53 car do what we've seen every car on the outside lane do tonight? Can they get the run and jump down in front of that race leader? As Tom Freitas is right there in the number 23, right there to the back rear clip of the 53. But not really pushing and shoving a whole lot. Like I said, it's still early. Coming to lap number 11 here. Everybody wants to be the man front and center out front, but man, oh man, it's a risk to get there. So you got to think risk versus reward. Because everything looks and feels cordial right now. Get a little check-in on Dalton Kilroe. Saw he started up near the front and has fallen back to P12 now. So he started outside row number 1. We see Dalton do this on Sundays. As Sam going down now. So Sam's the man front and center on the low line. But Dalton Kilroe, we've seen him almost every plate race on Sundays. He falls back at the start. He does not like being up there. He likes being around Mark, me, us in the back where we're not really racing, right? So it looks like what Dalton has tried to do and has succeeded in doing. Let's see if we can. It was Alex D. Harris leading that pack before. Who's leading it now? Like the Taffy man, Terry Foster, is currently front and center on the second pack. Then you got Larry Bell, Mark Arthur, Aaron Barkover. As fuel is starting to be something these guys got to think about. They're about 12 laps out, 10 laps out really. So these guys they have to be saving more fuel than our front pack, just naturally by design. Looks like they're coming up on Jason Bauer, so going to add another car to their draft pack here. As Chris Carroll was back here with him, but Carroll's made headway. Carroll and Berg, we saw them sitting about 13th, 14th earlier. They are now up to 8th and 9th, so they were working together to make some headway. You just got to find a friend and basically do the do-si-do, dance with them for a long time. Stick right with them And even if you are only 2 cars, you can go to the front if 2 cars, if you are pushing and willing to risk it. Head back up front, Mr. TSP's very own Samuel Baumgartner leading us around here for lap number 13, coming to 14 this time by the stripe. Hey, Sam, he's always said, I just want to race, man. Well, Sam, you're out here now, buddy. Do it. Leading lap number 13. Yeah, it's trying to get the chat pulled up one more time. I close it on my end like a big dummy. As heading over here and looking at the chat a little bit, looks like Miss Lori Law, Miss Connie. I knew they both were out there. They said hi, Tanner. Hi, Mark. And I want to say hello once again to you fine ladies. Lori Law said, gentlemen, start your engines. Turn them on the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. No, that's old Dutchy, Chris Carroll. Oh, and Brandon Elvis said, I thought the race started at 9. I'm a dummy. Well, you said it, not me. Well, the guy that's not a dummy is the 53 car because, man, oh, man, ever since he's gotten up there, they can't do nothing with him here. And the cool thing about Sam is he started 13, so he's quietly brought himself up to the front. He's up 12 positions. He's actually our biggest mover of the race. I take that back. Chris Carroll is the biggest mover of the race. And Chris is coming with some vengeance here. He was the odds-on favorite for the Xfinity Series in the summer, I do believe. Between him and a certain few, right? To be a title contender. Did not even get to race in the championship 4, so I know he's hungry here. 99 has something he wants to prove, I can almost guarantee. Let's see if he can start that off with a bang here in the Winter Series as he's trying to bring that 99 machine up to the front. As Derek asked the age-old question here, who's going to step up and cause that big one? And what he means is who's going to step up and cause that first wreck? And usually if you wreck here at Daytona, Talladega, you're causing a big one. Why? Because everybody's on top of each other. So who's it going to be? Is it going to be Kyle, the wild man Wellman? Will he be the one? As Chris Carroll, high side rider, got the blinking number 3, having some electrical issues right there behind him. But Chris Carroll looks like he's going to get up there and try to wrestle that lead away from the race chatter number 53 machine. As what a race so far, though, guys. What a race. These guys, they come out here, they race hard, but they do it cleanly. It's awesome. I'm sad I'm not on the track with them, if I'm being honest. But I'm glad to still be sitting here watching it. As I want to go through the field again, but it looks like Chris Carroll's getting ready to get the momentum here off turn 4. Just like at high side, you can just keep the RPMs up higher. It just makes that motor work a little bit harder just to get a few miles per hour out of it. But he is falling back a little bit. So let's go give an update on that second pack. We saw the Taffy man leading it earlier. They were catching Jason Bauer, and that's how they stand currently. I'm interested about fuel, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, about 20 to 22 laps is all they can go on fuel. They got to go at least 25 laps to make it to the stage. So that pack looks good. This pack up here is still side by side. So I look for them to start getting single filed out pretty quick, unless they were saving to try to make it to the stage. Somebody was going to try it. I think most will probably end up making it, but it's you never know. I stand corrected. 53 car. Down track side. Oh, he's coming in hot, locking up that left front. It's a very busy pit road. As that might be a penalty right there for Samuel Baumgartner. He came in really hot. Had the right front locked up the entire way. As man, oh man, a very busy pit road. That's going to hand the lead back over to Kyle, the wild man Wellman. He has elected not to pit yet. Now, Mark Arthur and this pack, they're not even up past the guys pitting yet. They are passing them now. So now the question is, does this second pack, can they make it on the fuel they have without pitting here? I mean, those guys just pitted fairly early there. Lap 18, maybe the calculations was wrong earlier. As Wildman down pit road for service, surrendering the race lead over to Tulip Bow Tom. Jacob Massal and Eddie Massal bringing it down with him. So Kyle came down with a little bit smaller pack. That's going to hurt him. He's not going to have as many cars to work with there. I'm still super interested to see what happens with the Foster Man's pack, that second pack. I look for this group lead pack now as they're all coming down. So I stand corrected. I don't think any of them can make it. Oh, a wreck right there. Larry Bell getting turned. Mark Arthur, hard contact on the rear end and the front end. Larry Bell goes around. Was that significant enough damage to hurt the 12 car here? Just didn't. Looks like Mark gets in really good right there. Oh, they both lock up the tires. Nowhere to go for Larry Bell. He has the luck of a dead cow. And Mark got hit by a balkover as well there. Man, oh man, it never fails for that 12 car. As Miss Connie, Miss Lori, sorry I couldn't forewarn you that was coming. It's now Chris Carroll, Carl Lindstrom, Dustin Ping, Nicholas Lamb, and Steven Johnson. They are coming off pit road. So this is now everybody has pitted except for our top three. Tulip Bow Tom, Chris Paul Hamus, and Chris Berg. When are they going to pull it down trackside? As it looks like they are coming right now as Tom is in really hot. Oh my goodness, we're seeing a lot of close calls here with pit road. As now I believe Chris Carroll has shown the leader, but they do have a pack coming up already to speed on them. So Chris Carroll had the best pit stop out of everybody. That's something he's known for here. Well, I say he has a lead. He's actually got to pass that pack in pit road, and he's slow. Chris Carroll really slow right there. Oh, no, we got a wreck one in the middle of the pack. That's one of the Marcel's. No yellow. Caution on the speedway, so that will be stage break right there. And Tom Friedis on pit road. So let's see what happens here with Eddie. We were watching up in front of this pack a little bit. Uh-oh, was the wild man pushing a little too hard? I'll be honest. I don't know what happened there. I don't. Looked like Masao slows down. Maybe that car up in front of them. I don't know. We'll let the hammer deal with it, as this is the first caution of the night, and this should be stage break as well. So while they get caught up, I do want to talk to Mark really quick. We'll let him get caught up first, and then we'll talk to Mark. One good thing about Eddie's little spin right here, shouldn't be any damage at all, right? Didn't hit anything. But that's good for the number 94 car. Alright, let's see if we can go ahead and find Mark. Mr. Mark Arthur, you're live in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So I mainly pulled you up here.
Give me 1 second. It ends at 25, no matter what. All right.
So that was kind of my question, Mark. What's the stage look like now? Is this ain't the stage till the actual lap, correct?
We're on lap 23. That's what they were just asking. Is this the stage or does it end on 25? And I was trying to tell them it always ends on the actual lap.
All right, so one more question before we let you get back down there. Talk to us about pit road. What happened? Just coming in a little hot?
No, Terry, I had it good, but Terry blaned me a little bit, and he thought he was coming in too hot and jammed the brakes, but it's all good.
It was hard to. I know y'all both had your right front locked up. I'll let you get down there and handle admin duties if you need to. Good luck to you, brother. We like the 12 car. It's a hurt on the back a little bit, but nothing too bad. Don't speed now. Holy cow, slow it down. All right, get out of here. Mr. Mark Arthur right there. You know them old people, they can't multitask. So waiting to hear from the Hammer Race Control on what happens here with that caution. It looks like Chris Berg elected to not go in for service unless he's going to go this time by. I love super speedways because they just have so much different strategy involved. I know he did just have a birthday. Congratulations to you, Miss Connie, for having him. Happy birthday for you. I don't want to tell him happy birthday, though. But happy birthday for you for birthing him. Just like anytime I'm talking about Mark, it's just bad luck, right? I just need to quit talking about him on here. And he'll be able to run good. We cursed him. But luckily, though, for the 12-car fans, it does look clean. Everybody's clean right now. We saw 2 little mishaps, but nobody really hurt too bad. Larry Bell got hit a little bit by Mark. Let's see. I mean, car looks okay. But he's going to be good to go. So we're going to re-rack him, restack him, try it again. Let's see if we can talk to Larry Bell. See what he saw out the windshield of that beautiful number 43 machine as they were trying to hit pit road. Larry Bell, you're live in the booth, brother. You got a copy?
I do.
So, Larry, once again, you have the worst luck ever. I actually said you had the luck of a dead cow. So, terrible luck, right? Mind your own business, getting on pit road. Then walk me through what happened. What did you feel?
Yeah, I don't know. I was pretty conservative coming in there, but I didn't know what was happening, and then all of a sudden I got hit from behind.
So I talked to Mark. Mark was going in based off Terry, and Terry thought he was getting in hot, so he locked up the right front, which in turn Mark locked up the right front and kind of just lost the back end a little bit, and your luck happened. So, Larry, I saw you actually dropped a lap down. You might be back on the lead lap now, I do believe. Is the car okay? Is the 43 damage-wise okay?
Yeah, I had 12 seconds of damage.
Oh, right on. Well, give him hell, Larry Bell, and the number 43. Good luck, buddy.
Thanks, brother. Have a good broadcast.
You too, bud. Well, you have a good race. Mr. Larry Bell there. As folks, while we're still under this caution, we are going to throw it to a quick commercial break. We will cut it short if we need to. We'll be back momentarily.
Fight with the whole shot. Burrows gets wadded up right there. We got a nasty one.
Three laps here. We're underway here at Horsepower Bar.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, lights are off on that pace car. Chris Paul Hamus, man front and center out front, but he is blinking a little bit, having a little bit of internet issue there on the front row. So it's going to be nerve-wracking for the guy starting behind him, and newsflash, it's everybody because he's up front. These are the restarts right here as a driver that kind of get a little scary. As I agree, Derek. He is definitely blinking a lot right now. So, Derek, let me ask you, who's going to cause the big one, Coffee Man? Who's causing it? You know these drivers. Who's going to cause that first big one? Or are we going to have a big one? Let me know. And folks, if you haven't already, we're only 20 subscribers away from hitting that 500 subscriber mile mark. As getting ready to take the green flag here, please do us a favor, hit the sub button, chat with me throughout the races, as pace car is down on the pit lane. Field's in the hands of Chris Paul Hammons, driver on the inside, as he fires them off, but a lot of blinking going on up front. I'll be interested to see if there's any black flags that come from that. As like the 41's trying to allow that 87 to get clear of the 3. He does. So 41, man, front and center out front. Got a familiar face in Austin Edson right there behind him. Chris Paul Hammons third. Alex C. Harris holding down P4 off that restart, but has a hard charge on Paul Ellison to his outside. Now, will that second group, are they going to be more aggressive? The guys that were in that second pack earlier. You're seeing two of them right there, Mark Arthur and Alex C. Harris. They both were riding at the back of the pack. Well, now they're kind of mixed in. Mark sitting 6th and Alex sitting 5th. Are they going to elect to stay up there? Like you can already see the backpack already starting to form a little bit. See if that outside lane, if it works the way it worked earlier. Head back up front. It's almost a 2-car breakaway here from the third place car of Chris Paul Hammons. Nice little camera angle here over the infield of the track as they're going down the backstretch. Captain saves some fuel. Dalton Kilrow, number 41, Daddy-O's machine. Riding on the roll bar of it. See if we can round the gearbox, get a look back at the field here. So you can get a feel of just how close Austin Edstrom is. Oh, Dalton actually going up high a little bit. Austin cut him a little break there, let him get back down. But look, it really slowed them down. Mama, where'd he come from? Paul Ellison, man, out in front now. Mark Arthur doing bid right there with the 41. They are side drafting aggressively. Couldn't even slide a piece of paper in between them boys. And they're trying to manipulate that air in their favor as much as they can. Man, oh man, this is great racing, great racing. As Lori in the chat cheering on her brother, Mr. Mark Octa. Up to P3, up 15 spots. Had an earlier incident. As 3 car. Looks like he's finally going to pull it down and relieve those drivers so they ain't got to be around the blinking mess. As look at the top 5. Throw a blanket over them, ladies and gentlemen. Paul, he's kind of working that middle lane. He's not letting Mark fully commit to his outside because he kind of washes up either by design or on accident. It don't matter. It's allowing that 55 car to keep the momentum up and kind of knocking the 12 car's momentum back a little bit. It just looked like the 12 car cannot break the plane of the 55's bumper there. He needs Poliski to get right there on the back bumper of him. He's going to be able to make that outside lane work. We've saw it work all night long. But that second car in line on the outside row has to be aggressive with the pushing. You see the momentum starting to build back here. They just got to get organized. We hear them say it on TV all the time at these tracks. They'll say whether one line versus the other line, if it's organized or not. They just got to get them organized up. I apologize. My fiance was messaging me about Christmas presents. As look at there, 12 car was right there next to Paul, but you just see it's just a game of inches, but it's also a game of momentum here. Now the 32 car right there on the back bumper of the 12, and look at that. All that real estate cleared. The 12 might get clear of the 55 if he can get one more shove like that from the 32 of Andy. But now the 41 sees that, and he's going to push a little bit more. It just looks dark out here in Daytona. It looks like they have a cloud over the track or something. Now can the 12 car get clear? He got him a lap lead right then. Can he get cleared? He cannot in turn 1 and 2. As we were talking about a group in the back that's going to pack together, it does not look like that is the case. Looks like they're all staying fairly tight with each other. Kyle the Wildman Wellman actually back here. He's always somebody that wants to be out front. Stephen T. Johnson's back here. There's a few faces you're not used to seeing take this strategy, electing to ride back there a little bit. Samuel Lawson, the governor, almost riding dead last. Got Jason Ballard right there behind him. So they are riding with as much room between them and the field as possible to try to give themselves the most time to miss a wreck if it does happen. As Connie at home says, go, Mark. As the stream quality is not looking good on my end. I hope it's looking okay on y'all's end. Sam was working with me and we were changing some settings earlier today, so please let me know in the chat what it looks like. As that outside lanes fall back, but look, I think Mark's doing that by design. I think he's trying to get the most run he can. He's trying to get the biggest run he can. Whenever you see him fall back a few rows like that on the outside lane, he's trying to manufacture a run. He's giving himself some space to get the momentum built up. Also see Sam in that Race Chatter number 53 machine. Folks, if you missed Race Chatter last night with the one and only Tyler Payne, the owner of Elite Performance Industries, the setup shop, go check it out. Got to talk to him for about 20-25 minutes last night. And it's Race Chatter, so you know the gloves were off. We said whatever we want. We was unfiltered and unsanctioned. So go check that out. As the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows side by side. Actually, like Mark may get clear right here. He had the run going in 3 and 4 if he wanted to actually take it. Mark may be electing to stay on that high side now, folks. They also pitted. Some pitted on lap 23. Others topped off on lap 25. So they're getting close to that fuel window once again. Remember, they pit last time about 18, 19 laps in. So they're getting closer and closer to getting within that fuel window. It's now the 99 right there to the back bumper of the 12. Now Chris is going to push. Chris wants to try to get up in front of the 55. That way they're both on the low line, him and Mark. But look for the 99 to try to get the momentum built here. Got Tom Friedis right there behind him, Nicholas Lamb. So high side starting to develop once again, ladies and gentlemen. As we're coming to take lap number 40 of 90. Looks like Mark Arthur may have the advantage of the lap lead bonus, as 12 car did get it indeed. As Mark's got a huge run here. I'm telling you, Chris Carroll wants to get down low here. We're getting close to the fuel. It's like, oh, Mark left him on an island there. Surprised Mark did not stay with the 99 car to try to get him up ahead as well. Because now, 55 is going down. A few takers, not a lot. So I look for pit road to be a very busy adventure this next time by. As now the 99 gets cleared along with the 23. So Paul Ellis and Andy Poliski, Luke Peterson, they pit that last lap by. $50 laps remaining here. $50 on the line. Brought to you by Black Hawk Motorsports. Thank them for not only sponsoring tonight, but sponsoring the series. Along with Ohio and Indiana Roofing. I want to thank y'all so much for being supporters of the series here. Gives all these drivers a platform to come race at. We can't thank y'all enough. Big bobble out of the 99. Maybe a little erratic push there from Tom Friedis. These cars do not like to be pushed very much. You can give a little bump, a love tap, but you cannot really afford to push like that. As I believe pits are getting ready to be entertaining. That's 23 car right there on the back bumper of the 99. If 99 is pitting, he better hope the 23 car is aware of it. As Austin Edgel makes a late move to get down low there. They go another lap around the circuit. I wonder if they can make it to the end here, to this stage. This pits are closing pretty quickly. I think the pits actually close this next time by, if I recall. They stay out again. Stage is on lap number 55. Oh, it's a 90 lap race anyways. I forgot. They still got a little bit. Coming up on the guys that have elected to pit. But these guys are due in pretty quick here. As Coffee Man says, 6 cars not out there, so he thinks they're safe. When's the 99 going to break the ice and pull him down pit side here? Going by once again. There's going to be 10 laps to go in this stage next time by. 10 laps to go. At 23.99's hooked up really good. We saw a little bit of a erratic bump a while ago as Arthur was really high. 41 going around. We got a wreck in the middle of the pack. Hard lick for the 41. 74 getting airborne. They're still piling in. Larry Bell, nowhere to go. As we have 2 cars flipped over on the rooftop. As my, oh my, there's the big one, ladies and gentlemen, that we was talking about. Mark goes up really high right there. I just don't know if the 41 was expecting it. Looks like he lifts a little bit. He lifts, letting back in, and 17 cannot get the, didn't get the memo on the lift. Then from here, you're a calamity. Look at the 66 of Berg right there. Just all trying to get checked up to avoid the carnage they're seeing up in front of them. He's trying to get slowed up. But gets a little hit in the back right there. And that's all it took. So the 66 did everything they could to stay off them. But ultimately, it just was not meant to be. Guys behind them could not get slowed up in time. As that's Sam Lawson just coming in without a care in the world here. I don't know if he saw him wrecking or what. Riding on board with the governor here, Sam Lawson. Just could not get slowed up enough. He didn't think they were all going to stop like that. Tough break for a lot of those guys right there. A lot of good cars taken out as the 41 car. It is ugly. It wasn't earlier, but it is now. That's a tough break for a lot of good cars. A lot of good cars. If we can talk to the governor real quick, give him a hard time. I'm not sure he ever saw there was a wreck. Rumor has it he may still be wide open. Mr. Samuel Lawson, you're live in the booth. Got a copy.
I got you, buddy.
Talk us through what happened out your windshield there, brother.
I was just riding, and I don't know. That's all that I know. I lifted, hit the brakes, but I guess I didn't slow down enough. But I feel bad that happened, but I think the car's okay. Chris Berg's okay.
Well, he flipped. He's not okay. You got the nickname Party Boy. Was you partying a little bit and not paying attention there? What was happening? Doing a little partying?
I can clarify I was hitting my nicotine at the time.
Oh, man, oh man, kids, don't use nicotine. It's bad for you, and it gets you in car
it's very bad for you.
So the 24 car looks to be okay. How much damage did you sustain?
It was only 15 seconds. I mean, I feel fine. I still got all 3 sets of tires, so just kind of riding.
Well, right on, brother. We'll give them hell. Have fun and good luck.
See you, buddy.
Later, bud. As the lights go off on that pace car. So that was the first real caution. Now it's going to be a little shootout to the stage break here. Going to be about 5 or so laps. As Big Phoenix out in the chat, old Hamlin says rip to them cars. I totally agree. I think these Gen 4 cars are ugly personally on iRacing, but I can tell you what's even uglier than the normal Gen 4. I got most of it fixed. Thought it was worse off than that. So that's pretty bad in the front end. But shout out to Dalton Kilroy for sticking it out, trying to get as most points as he can. That's a champion right there, Dalton Kilroy, and that shows because he's keeping the 41 out on track, even though it looks like that. He knows every point, every single point matters. All right, who's going to be stage 2 winner? We'll find out here shortly. Field's in the hands of the 55 car. Paul Ellison got Andy Poliski to his outside, so that's a pair of teammates on that front row. And you got Samuel Baumgartner and Luke Peterson sitting in row number 2. Kyle the Wildman Wellman sitting 5th. Steven Johnson sitting in, or no, excuse me. Wildman is actually outside row number 3. Stephen T, the BPL Xfinity Series champion. He's going to be starting P5. All right, pace car's going to pull down pit road. We have them re-racked and restacked. Try it one more time. His green flag is out from Barney Fox Jr., the flag man. And I cannot get over how dark it is down in Florida right now. It's like the clouds are out. As 55 car gets a good enough launch to break out away as the inside lane has got a good little advantage as they go down the backstretch to the long pond. As the 99 car and the 12, they're going to work together. Now, they are no strangers to each other. There's been a rivalry. There's been some heated words between them. But right now, they work together in that 99, that 12 car. It's going to see if they can try to get back up towards the front. Another familiar face up on the front side. On the high side of the track, it's the number 53 of Sam Baumgartner. As he's going to try to come and get a lap lead once again. He does. As Wildman right down the back of the 53 car. Wildman wants this race lead. We know it. We know he does. As he's right there pushing the 53 through the corner. That's something you got to be careful with. We've already seen it happen with Chris Carroll earlier. Got a little nudge out of the corner from Tom Freitas. Almost sent that car around. That's Poliski, man, front and center now. As I believe it's 5 laps to go to the stage. 10 bonus points on the line for this stage win here. With only 10 races, 10 bonus points. I mean, it counts a lot. I'm pretty sure Chris Berg won stage number 1. Actually, I've seen a little bit of action in the middle of the pack. Whoa, look like Austin Entrum. Maybe got in the back. Oh, we got guys going around down to the infield in the grass. I know Ellison's one of them. Their name's falling so fast, I can't even get it clicked on them. Ellison. And it was Ellison and Luke Peterson. Go back on the TSP records replay, see what happened here. Not that one, SDK. This one. Let's see what happened to them. They got actually blessed that the caution flew for them at all because they was off the racing surface entirely. Oh, a little bit of bump draft and boom went to dynamite. Now, I don't see anybody else even wreck either. Ooh, and all the makeup for a wild ride right there for a lot of them guys. As Ellison actually has pretty significant front end damage. He was the one that hit the inside wall, I guess. Man, oh man, it's heartbreak city for the 55 machine because he had such a strong run going. Because now the stage is going to be weird again for these drivers. The way it's going to fall. Do you pit or do you stay out for stage points? That's the $1 million question. All right, what happens here? 42 car is going to be the first car to go down pit side. 53 of Baumgarten stays out. Edstrom stays out. Ping stays out. The majority of the field is electing to go down for service. Looks like a 4-tire stop out of the wild, man. Let's see if we can dial up the number 41 machine of Dalton Kilroy. He may be able to talk to us about what happened earlier. Dalton Kilroy, you're live in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
So I didn't pull you up a while ago, let things simmer down, but figured we'd talk to you now and kind of just explain what happened at the 41's windshield here, that last caution, brother.
Yeah, I guess the 12 got a little bit tight going into turn 3 there. I didn't want to, shove my nose in and underneath him because I didn't want to turn him, so I started lifting, try to see if he would, actually, try to turn back down, and he didn't. And when I checked up to let him do that, my teammate, unfortunately, he was already on the back of me there, and just couldn't stay off me. I tried to save it, but he had somebody behind him too, and just kind of pushed him into me still. So it was just kind of unfortunate circumstances. And then ARCA body, Gen 4 body, ARCA breaks a thing. So it was definitely fun flipping in the same spot where Dale went. So
you was a turtle for a second. You was.
Yeah.
Well, dog, I know it sucks, but like I did mention, you are a series champion here in BPO, so and it shows because you brought that car back out there, still turning laps. So thank you for that, brother, and go out there and get as many points as you can for the number 41, man.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna try and get as fixed as I can, because I mean, right now I'm lucky dog if we get another caution here in a lap or so. And
I know you haven't seen the car yet, but it's ugly. She's pretty.
Yeah, it had like 4 minutes of 4 minutes of optional. So I've got it, 3/4 of the way, not 3/4, 2/3 of the way fixed right now.
Right.
Need another quick caution, get that fixed, and then hopefully I'll be able to actually compete again.
Right. That car, she's mangled right now. There's not very much straight metal on it. Well, good luck to you, brother.
Thank you. I'm going to need it.
Yep. Oh, Dalton Kilroy, MFRD number 41 machine. Keep the lights are off on the pace car. They are off. So going green flag racing this next time by. But yeah, shout out to Dalton for sticking out because I mean, man, oh man, that car is destroyed. No pun intended, because it was Brian D's. They got him. Little inside joke for the MFRD boys. They all got personalized little nicknames. I don't know Derek's. Derek, what's your MFRD nickname? Those like Kill Road, Destroyed, Calamity. I don't know yours or the Butchers. As Connie says, so Coffee Man said them MFRD drivers wrecking each other. And Miss Connie came in and says, as long as they don't involve Mark, she don't care. All right, field's in the hands of the 53 of Samuel Baumgartner. Then got Mark Arthur starting to the outside. Austin Edstrom row number 2 with Dustin Ping. As 53 car gets a great launch off. Almost like they're just, everybody's slow rolling except him because he gets gone there on that restart. Let's see if the 12 can get down in front of the 87 if he wants. He cannot. 87 fills the gap. It's like the 12 car had a lot of trouble getting up through the gears right there, getting the momentum and the motor turned up. Now I'm curious with the program if it's going to throw the stage brake right here or not. I'm not sure one way or the other if it will. Mark did say the stage comes out still on its lap, so we're going to find out. If it does, like Mark Arthur, maybe that stage winner. Maybe it don't. All right. As Mark edges out Sam once again at the line. Look at the high side's probably where you're going to want to be at late in this race. Because it's able to edge out the low side driver on that front row. Able just to basically put the nose out in front just a little bit at that start finish line. But that's kind of stuff that us drivers, we start to pick up on as these races go on. You want to know what lane has the advantage on exit coming out of turn 4 here. And as it's seen all night long, it looks to be that outside lane. As 33 to go, 32 at the stripe, fans. We're going to throw it down trackside for crank it up. So headset users, please beware. It's going to get loud here momentarily. We'll be back momentarily. Alrighty, folks, we are back. And that was a pretty cool crank it up. We actually saw 3 wide for a moment. That allowed Mark Arthur to take the lead, but now Carl Lindstrom, Tom Friedis on that outside lane. They're making it work as they went up and almost got both cars clear of the 12 down low. As I believe as soon as the 83 gets clear of the 12, if it happens, I think he's going to jump down along with Tom, or the 23, excuse me. As soon as he gets clear of the 12, I look for the 83 and the 23 both to jump down. As you see, they are coming up on lap traffic. Dalton Kilrow in the number 41 MFRD machine. And that's Derek. I can't believe I didn't think of it. Derek. Like, that's pretty self-explanatory. Can't believe I didn't think of that one. As 83 looked like he wanted to go low side, but could not make it happen there. As Dalton Kilrow all the way down to the yellow line, giving these drivers all the room they could ever ask for. Shout out to the 41. Hey folks, we have 18 people watching. Huge thank you for that. If you could, hit the thumbs up button. It helps us out so much. More than you could ever know. As they are still 2 by 2. There's a huge gap out the back end of the 53 of Samuel Baumgartner on that low side. As Masol, one of the Masol brothers or cousins have already elected to go down pit side. I look for pit road to be busy once again fairly quick. They went down for servers on lap 53, although Samuel Baumgartner and Mark Arthur, they pit on lap 46, so they're a few laps short of the rest of the field. As 23 car 12 almost made contact to the tri-oval. That's exactly where you don't want contact to happen. They keep all 4 tires facing the correct way. But 12 car, he's washing up on the entry. He's almost pushing up into the 83 car there. He might be doing that, trying to halt their momentum a little bit, trying to side draft. But just got to be careful. Got to hope that outside lane's on the same page as you, because if not, well, y'all going to meet in the middle fairly quick. Coming to 22 laps to go here for the Blazing Pedals Winter Series debut race here at Daytona. $50 on the line, as well as all the points, all the bragging rights, how you start the season off with all the momentum. As man, oh man, that 12 car scared me. He's wobbling up almost every lap right there in the tri-oval. Now I know he listens to the broadcast, so Mark, quit doing that. He's hard-headed though, so he won't never actually listen to me. As looks like 23 might get clear of the 12 here. But no, 12, you push the power down. And that Ford Mustang. That's 53 car down pit side. 12 car is as well. Brian D's going with them. Got a few cars electing to go down pit road there. I'm curious to see what the pit call is here for a lot of these guys. As we get no good cameras for pit road. Awesome. No tires for the 12 car. Now remember, Carl Lindstrom, Thomas Friedis, the rest of the pack, they pit about 8 laps after Mark and Sam did, so they can go a little bit further. Mark and Sam, they pit right whenever the window opens, so they got to go 22 laps on that fuel tank. These guys up front here that are still out on the track does not look like they want to stretch it that far. As 12 car's getting a lot of help from Stevie T. Johnson. That's going to allow, or the 99, excuse me. That's going to allow the 99 to get down on the low side. He's got himself in position for when it comes time to pit. So now the 2 and the 94 of Eddie, they got to do the same. And the 2 car get in front of basically a teammate to him. 99 and the 2, they're racing in the same Discord chat, so they are working together. It's basically all the help they got with each other, though, right now. I don't see another teammate up near them. Got to see how the would-be race leaders, how they entered and got off of pit road. Mark Arthur lost a lot of time on pit road. As not sure what happened to Mark here, but he has lost a lot of time. He went in with Sam. Sam is 4 spots up ahead of him and a lot of time in between them two. So not sure what happened there as we head back up front. I just saw that too. Leaders are actually pretty close to Mark and company. They're about half a corner back. As leaders still side by side through the triover here. It's going to be 16 laps to go next time around the circuit. They're turning laps at about a 45-second click every time, so the pace is still really fast. But now the intensity, once this final pit stop is completed here under green, that's when the intensity, it's going to ratchet up quite a bit. That's coming up on slower lap traffic right here. Like the lap car's going to take it down low. It's the Coates machine. Oh no! We just saw it happening. Getting by lap traffic. Stephen T. Johnson around. Hard lick for the 2 car. Hard lick for a few guys involved here. I like to rewind it back just far enough where we can kind of see the whole corner play out. A little bobble there out of the 2. Like Eddie just got into the right rear of the 83. What a lick from the 83. Man, oh man, passenger side door connects to the driver's side door. In real life, those cars will be stuck together. Look at the 24. The Governor just has no control. I think the 83 car and the 24 car would have been good damage-wise until that happened. Well, folks, we got 15 laps to go. We're going to throw it to commercial break. It's going to be the final one. Then this race is going to be uninterrupted till the end. So thank y'all for tuning in and sticking with us. We'll be back momentarily.
and sit down.
With the whole shot. Burrows gets wadded up right there. We got a nasty one.
Alrighty, race fans, we are back. And now, Chris Legoo, he hit the nail on the head in the comments. He said the fuel strategy, push that stuff off the table. It does not matter anymore. Now, all that matters is who's willing to push the car right there to the edge and not overstep that boundary. And push it all the way up there and get that race win. As green flag is out, Brian, the So Stealer D's, gets a great launch. Leaves second and third in the dust, literally. Although, trading a little paint, 99 and the 87 of Edstrom. I'm watching the 42 machine of the Wild Man as well. Right there with our top two. All the strategy we've seen up till this point has been made to get to this point, and now they're here. Gonna be 11 laps to go at the stripe. It was like Carroll did not like the way the low side was treating the 99 as he heads to the top side. Got a nose out over Brian D's. Edstrom taking him 3 wide, so we got a 3 wide battle for the race lead here. 17 ODs has all the help in the world with 42 behind him, and you saw what happened. 99.87 the second they stepped out of line. They lost all that momentum. Oh, 3-car going up against the wall. He was blinking. People couldn't see him. As we stay green. That's going to really spread out the field some. Austin Edstrom went all the way from 2nd all the way back to 8. That's how quick it happened. So you got to wait. You got to make that move. You got to time it. You got to play chess with a 3,500-pound stock car. The $1 million question in super speedways at the end. When is the right time to make that move? When do you capitalize and try to get that momentum in your favor? As 87 makes a power move, jumps to the outside of the 99, gets another spot up, another row to the front. As he's trying to do the same once again. Edstrom, that third lane bit him while ago. He don't care. He's going to go up there and try again. And he's getting ready to be battling for the race lead. Solo Dolo out there, 3 wide for the second row. You can see the momentum, though. He loses it all right in the middle of the corner. As they're pushing and shoving now, folks. They're leaning on each other. Can they go 8 more laps around the circuit like this 9? Excuse me. As the give and take, it's all take now. No more hanging back. As 53 car, he saw what the 87 was doing by himself. He elects to go up there to the high side. Top shelf rider now, the 42. He's going to go up and block the lane. Leave the Miller High Life car right there in the middle. That's the Taffy man. Terry Foster man in the middle. Chris Carroll right there behind him. This track, it looks big until you get 3 wide, then you realize just how small it truly feels. As Edstrom looks like he did not like the way the high side was moving around there. He elects to go back to the middle. Low line, though, they look to be the most organized right now. 12 is right there to the back of the 17. As I say, up there to 86 with a huge run in the 1 and 2. Pulls right up next to the 12 machine. He can look out the passenger side window and look at him. That's 12, a little bit of bobble right there. These guys are really having to drive that thing now. The 17 has the back bumper off the ground. The wheels not even touching the ground. Mark was shoving him down the long pond straight there. But they're coming back here to Broadway. Off turn number 4. Going to be 7 laps to go, and they cross through the trial this time by. As you can just see the intensity. It's going, it's clicking up. Lap after lap after lap. 3 wide in the middle. It's Terry Foster once again. 99 to the outside. Oh, a little bit of bobble out of Foster. Carl Lindstrom, 83, tough break for the other Budweiser car. As we saw, he was involved in that race. Oh, Wellman shoving in the corners. Really got the 99 all bent out of shape there. That hurt not only the 42, hurt the 99 really bad as he falls way back. But Wellman, we already know he's pushing. It don't matter if it's lap 1. Those pushes just became a little too much for the 99. Now he's going to go up there and probably do the same with the 86. Got to be careful. You've been here at the front all race long. Don't throw it away now. As the Terry Foster, the Taffy man, so he's going to get up there and try to get him a lap lead pretty quick. Hey, it's super cool to have the 86 car back out here representing in the BPO series with that Lority, or whatever he called it. Lority. All right, folks, we're going to be 5 laps to go at the stripe. Got lap traffic coming up out the windshield of our race leaders. As let me know. Oh, another wreck as we're passing lap cars. Foster around, Carroll around. That's going to be a caution on the speedway. As they're hitting after the yellow's out. Man, oh man, Brian Dees, Terry Foster make a little bit of contact, and then the dynamite just explodes from there. Guys trying to avoid each other. Lap car did nothing wrong there. Was holding his line at the bottom. Just the old racing term, ran out of real estate. Let's go back and watch it, riding behind the 17 machine. Ooh, looks like Dees came up a little bit. And it was Jesus take the wheel for the rest of the drivers. See if we can go cockpit cam of Chris Carroll here. It's just never a good day at Daytona if you're facing backwards at one point. Sees all the guys checking up a little bit. He's getting ready to get clipped here in just a moment. Squeezed down, squeezed in. Man, oh man, tough break for the 99. Who was making moves. Tough break for a lot of guys right there. 5 to 6 cars picked up some damage there. D's is destroyed. Chris Carroll is completely destroyed. Foster machine, he is crab walking in the worst way. Right front wheel's not even spinning on the 86. Dalton's hitting him. Like Terry's trying the best he can to get going here, but literally got 3 wheels. Dustin Ping involved. Alex involved. That's going to give the race lead to the number 1-2, the 12 line. Lori and Miss Connie. Ladies, I know y'all are seeing this. Let me get a whoop whoop in the chat. It's going to be Mark Arthur, Kyle Wellman, Sam Baumgartner, and Luke Peterson. That's your top 4 when we go back green. Could possibly be a natural green-white checker this first attempt as well. As we got 20 folks in the chat now. If you're watching and you can hear me, let me see it. Did you like the video yet? Did you remember to? If not, let me remind you, hit that thumbs up. It helps out the channel a lot. It lets YouTube guys, the algorithm, know that this is good content. And maybe somebody else watches racing, they'll be able to have the chance to see this video pop up in their recommended feed. Then they click on it. So hit the thumbs up button. It helps us out a ton. And while we're sitting here trying to sell ourselves, hit that sub button. We are on the road to 500 subscribers. We've been doing this for a little bit over a year. We've came a long distance. We're up to 480 subs right now. We hit 500. We become a YouTube content partner. That'd be awesome. There's a lot of stuff in the works here. From myself, Chris Legoo, Sam Baumgartner, and Terry Foster, a thumbs up and a like or a sub means the world to us. And Corey Sherman, too, with Race Chatter. So, a lot of people putting in work here at TSP to try to put on content damn near 7 nights out of the week. So, hit that sub button. Never miss a single lap of the action. And while you're here, hit the like button, please, and thank you. As Lori hit me with a yee-haw. Oh, redneck style. You're talking my language now, Miss Lori. Or as Mark told me to call you, Miss Lola. But I won't call you that. I'm sorry. All right, 12. 42. That's that front row. Lights are off on the pace car. Field will be in the hands of the pink Barbie mobile. As Mark asked me tonight if I would paint him a Christmas paint scheme, so I'm going to throw Mark something together for next week. Maybe he can be a one-time Winter Series race winner next week if he can pull this off here. So be debuting a Christmas car and trying to go back-to-back with the race wins. But there's a few drivers got something they want to say against that. Kyle the Wildman Wellman, Samuel Baumgartner, 89 machine of Luke Peterson. Paul Ellison, 55, was involved in an earlier incident, has stuck it out, got that car fixed for the most part. Right back up in the mix. All right, will this be the last restart? Will these boys be able to take it 3 laps around the circuit without any calamity? As boys. Green, green, green. Green flag is out. In the words of Daryl Waltrip, it's boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. As Mark looks like he got a decent enough launch, but Wildman's right there on the back bumper. And say the same for Samuel Baumgartner. Top 4, nose to tail, got that outside lane of Peterson. He's going to elect to bring it down to the low side. So top 5 cars all single filed out. Edstrom trying to make that outside lane work in the number 87. As this is the calmest it's been all night long. Is this the calm before the storm here? As white flag is in the air. It's official. Blow like the referee's whistle. 42 car looking to the outside. Got a battle for the race leads. They storm off into turn 1 and 2. This could be for the win as well. Is this the move of the race? Did Wellman time it right? And that number 42 is going to have the momentum here on the high side. As he has Ellison right there to his back bumper. Baumgartner to the back bumper of Mark. They all look good. Little bobble there out of the 42 car. That 55 is right on the rear bumper of that 42. As they are side by side, advantage actually to the 12 there as they go in 3 and 4 for the final time tonight. 42's trying to lean on the 53. Mark Arthur, the man front and center. Can he do it as he comes to the tribal here for the final time tonight? 12 car. Mark Arthur, they're wrecking across the line, but it don't matter. 12 car gets the race win. Samuel Baumgartner's P2 and Kyle, the wild man, Wellman, who almost made the move of the race. Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. But he still brought home a very nice, solid P3 finish. But man, oh man, what a drive out of Mr. Mark Arthur. I can't believe I get to talk to Big Ugly. But it's all good. We will talk to him because he is the race winner. And he just won himself 50 buckaroos. As Laguna, you was wrong. You said it wouldn't be the last restart. They kept it nice, but they had to. You knew they couldn't destroy or not destroy something, right? They had to destroy some stuff, so they wrecked across start finish line. That's just the way we like it here. TSP action-packed racing night in and night out. And Mark Arthur going to go Dale Earnhardt style, burning it down in the grass. This winning moment brought to you by Black Hawk Motorsports. Want to thank them for not only being tonight's sponsor, but for being one of the series sponsors. So thank you, Black Hawk Motorsports, Mike Massengill and company. As Mark's going to burn it down here, give us a great little show. As I know he is happy. He's ugly, but I know he is happy. As we're going to do something unconventional here. Typically, we go third to first. This time, we're going to talk to our race winner. We're going to go backwards. Why? I don't know. We're just going to change it up a little bit. So, Mr. Mark Arthur, the race winner here at Daytona, opening up the season in a bang. You got a copy.
I got you.
So, you're like me, man. You don't like this racing. It don't feel like racing. But you kind of just stayed out there, right? You stayed out there, fell back off the pack, had your own little pack there early. And then found your way up to the front when it mattered most. Talk me through your night, brother.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, it usually doesn't matter what I do. If I ride in the back, I find the wreck. If I ride in front, I find the wreck. So I did a little bit of both tonight. And I have to thank Sam because he pretty much pushed me to that win. You know, if he would have ducked out from me, I wouldn't have had that.
Well, brother, it was it looked bleak earlier. I can't lie when you were looking to the inside wall on pit road, but you battled back to a little adversity, right? Wouldn't be a night of racing without some adversity. You battled back for the race win here. Got a good points night, right? Starting the season off with a momentum, heading to Charlotte next week. What's the chances for the 12 Barbie machine to go back to back, brother?
That's another track that I don't like really either, those cookie cutter tracks. But I mean, I'll probably do okay there. And the same old fast people will be rides to the top next week too again. So Hopefully, I'll be one of those, right, and not in the pits or in the infield care center
Or grandstands.
Yeah, or that too. But I don't know. Bring me some short tracks, bring me some flat tracks, and I'll be happy. But these cookie cutters and these super speedways, I could care less for them.
Well, brother, you brought home the win, like I said, and you brought it home at a track you don't necessarily like. You don't like the racing, but at the end of the day, you brought home the win. So who we got to thank for the number 12 car? Nice SDK picture too, Jeff. Good picture there, brother. But you brought home the race win here tonight. Who we got to thank for the number 12 machine?
I mean, really don't have any sponsors. I think Mike Matzingill for sponsoring the league, you guys for broadcasting, and my mom and Lola for watching every week.
Oh, he did it, Lori. He called you Lola. I told you I wasn't going to do it, but I knew he would. Well,
What's
Mark.
your name?
Yeah, I know. That's her name for you. You're rude, as she said before. Well, congratulations, brother, on the race win, Mark from Maryland. We'll let you get down there and celebrate, brother.
Thanks, Tanner.
Absolutely, boss. Alrighty, folks. Now let's see if we can locate the P2 finisher, as I believe it was Mr. Samuel Baumgartner. See if we can find him on track side here. It looks like we're getting caught up with him here now. Mr. Samuel Baumgartner, you are a familiar face in the booth, but usually it's from rows reverse, right? Got a copy.
I got you, man.
So the rookie, what it says on SDK, never get to finish the season, but you started this one out with almost the best way possible. You were there at the end. You led a lot of laps. You were knocking on the door. And Mark even said it. He thanked you in the interview, saying that you was a big part of why he won that race. Talk us through it, and more specifically, talk us through his final few laps.
The other early part of the race, that caution flew kind of out of our realm. We were, playing some strategy. It didn't work in our favor. Didn't get stage points there. Ended up winning the second stage. So, good for that. Caution kind of flew where we wanted it to. That last run, man, I came down and filled up with fuel just to make sure in case we did have a green-white checkered. Made my way back up towards the front, made it through that wreck. And then I got on Mark's bumper, and I know his luck is about as good as mine on super speedways. I know he just had a birthday the other day, so I know he's got Ford on his car. I got Ford on my car, so why not just work together and try and at least get one of us a win? But hey, got him a win on a super speedway. I'm sure he's happy about that. I'm happy with second. It's a good way to start off the season.
It is a great way to start off the season. Now, Sam, you're somebody that's iffy as regards to making all 10 races. Are we going to get a commitment, though, out of the 53? Can we get rid of the rookie stripes after this 10 races?
We're going to find out, man. It's all going to depend on, how life plays out and when I actually do leave to go back driving and everything. My intentions are to race every Sunday, though, so.
Right on, brother. Well, you came out here with a bang, brought it home P2, pushed the winner. That's a hell of a night for the 53 car. Who we got to thank, brother?
Well, first and foremost, thank you, Tanner, for putting on this series. Thank you for broadcasting it as well. So thank truesimproductions. I want to thank Savage Edge Graphics. Make sure y'all go get a TSP t-shirt. Shout out to CJR Graphics for Corey Rutherford doing all the paint schemes and stuff like that he does and the stuff that he's done in the past for Blazing Pedals. I want to thank Brickman Freight LLC. That's the guy I'm going to be going to drive for. So Brickman Freight, if you're watching, there you go. Shout out to you. And Next Ev Media, last and not least, but Stream Team. I'm streaming it live over on Twitch, Serby. You can find me over there. We're part of a stream team for Next Ev Media. You can go check out their website, nextevmedia.com.
Right on, brother. A little bit of laundry list there. I'd like to hear it from you. Normally you're asking me, so I'd like to ask you. Congratulations here on the P2, brother. Let's get back down there and celebrate.
Thanks, Tanner.
Thank you, boss. Alrighty, folks. And then there was one. This guy's ugly. He's really ugly. But he did bring it home. P3 on the podium here. Mr. Kyle, the Wild Man Wellman. Do you have a copy?
Yes, sir. How are you tonight?
I'm doing good. I feel like you're doing better, but I know you. You wanted that race win, and there was plenty of points in the race where you could tell you were trying to reach out there and grab it. Just ultimately, I think you ran out of time there coming at the end. Talk us through that final restart, brother.
Final restart had Luke behind me. Didn't really know how he was all race, so I was hoping to get behind Mark on that restart. And sure enough, he got a good jump and Sam didn't, so I was able to jump it down in there. And I knew Sam wasn't going to go anywhere till the last lap. And I also knew if I went to the outside, he'd stay down there and I could hopefully jump up in front of someone. And sure enough, Paul jumped to the outside first, and me and Paul push great together all the time. We've both won in Atlanta the last couple of years by pushing each other, so went up with him, and we had a great run. I went high into 3 to cut it down to the bottom of the track to get an even bigger run, and when we did, the 24, I think it was Edstrom, he stayed at that high side, and it side drafted Paul just enough to pull Paul off my bumper, and just didn't have enough momentum to keep up with Sam or Mark. Almost got Sam at the line, but hey, I'll take P3.
Absolutely, especially with a stout competition like this. So, Wellman, we know it's no secret you are keen to these super speedways. You like them. You do pretty well here. Going to switch gears and go to America's home for auto racing. Going to Charlotte next week. How you like Charlotte? What's your thoughts there?
Oh man, everyone knows I love super speedway racing. That's why I decided to put on the Dale Jr. paint scheme in these the Gen 4 cars.
Knock it off.
Love it. But Charlotte, I don't mind Charlotte. Me and turn 3 and 4 don't get along very good, but I won there 2 nights ago in the front row esports league. So I'm feeling pretty confident going into it.
Right on. Well, that's good for you. 42 cars looking good in the points here, starting off the season with some momentum behind you. Who we got to thank for the old Chevy Impala number 42 machine?
First, gotta congratulate Mark. He's a dang good race car driver, and I think this might be the super speedway win he needed. I haven't really seen him win too many super speedways. He's getting caught up in accidents, and he finally got one. Happy belated birthday to him. His birthday was a couple days ago. Gotta thank Bud. No, I'm just kidding. It's not my actual sponsor. But we got Tripods in the Wild, Five Kings Motorsports. You guys are awesome teammates. We have fun all the time, even when we're giving each other hell. And then we got Butt Kicker, EPI, truesimproductions. You guys in the booth putting on great shows, helping us look good even when we don't look good. Yeah. Thank you for being in the booth tonight. Hope it was a great show.
And I do want to add a little correction. You're in a Monte Carlo, not an Impala. So wanted to correct that for somebody else correcting me. So congratulations here tonight, brother. Brought home that podium. So solid night for you. And like I said, momentum for the season. Good luck as the season goes on, brother. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Absolutely, boss. Alrighty, folks. I think you know about what time it is, right? I've had a blast here with you tonight, but sadly, it is my time. Let's pull up in results tabs. We'll go to the top 10 really quick, and then we're going to close up shop here tonight. As you see there, Mark Arthur brought it home P1 with Samuel Baumgartner, Kyle Wellman going 1, 2, and 3. Paul Ellison brought it home 4th. Luke Peterson's in 5th. Austin Edstrom was a guy making moves all race long. Ultimately ran out of time there with maybe a misjudgment when he went to the high side, but no harm, no foul. Still brought it home in the 6th place position. Andy Poliski brought it home 7th. Chris Paul Hamilton 8th. Steven Johnson's in 9th. And Dustin Ping rounding out the top 10. So, folks, want to thank y'all for tuning in as always. We'll be back out on track starting Tuesday night for the Winter Derby presented by EPI. Racing for $1,100 this week on True Sim Productions. Tuesday, it's going to be December 5th, December 7th, and then the main event, December 10th, racing for $1,100. So, folks, thank y'all for tuning in. And I guess until then, we'll see ya.